Okay, switching to the next page. I think that you can solve these by factoring without my help. So I'm going to have you do all four of them. do want to point out two things that I observed. First of all, I think A and B, I don't expect you're going to have any problem with. But when I look at C, I notice that there's not a constant term there. And when I see this, this is kind of easier for me to deal with. There's a greatest common factor. So if we identify the greatest common factor of this left-hand side, it's pretty straightforward to factor this. In fact, you can see for both of those, it is a 2 and an x. So I can just write this as 2x and then times the quantity of x minus 5, and that equals 0. I'm still going to use the zero product property, right? There's two things that I'm going to set equal to 0. I'm going to set 2x equal to 0. I'm going to set x minus 5 equal to 0. But just to check my factoring here, when I multiply 2x times x, I do get 2x squared. And when I multiply 2x times negative 5, I definitely get negative 10x. The other thing that I want to point out is in problem D, there is a greatest common factor here. In fact, I think all three of these may be divided by the number 4 um, evenly. So if I divide this by 4, I have just an x squared. If I divide 8 by 4, I have plus 2x. And 60 divided by 4 is half of that's 30, half of that's 15. So I've got negative 15. So getting rid of a greatest common factor first is really important. It makes your work a lot more efficient, and it's easier to deal with factoring it the rest of the way.